My name is Peter Spezia. I go by Yoko on the internet, or SMYN Yoko, and I am the producer, creator, host, pretty much everything regarding Show Me Your News. Show Me Your News is primarily a video game podcast. We started originally talking about Super Smash Bros. Brawl, a very popular Nintendo Wii game in its infancy, and then from there it's undergone an interesting history and now is a podcast about the latest gaming news. I was at a point in my life where I really wanted to start working with media, have different types of practice, and then I had sort of a medical situation happen where I needed a project to work on, and here's this game, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, that has this dojo occurring where they give out news, and hey, I wanted to try a podcast, do some audio editing, audio recording, and everything, as they say, from there has been history. So originally on Smashboards.com, the #1 Smash Brothers site, I pitched the idea there. I was a member of the community, and they said, well, why not just go with the dojo? Why do we need this audio podcast recapping the news? And I think once I put everything together and they heard the voice and the news and everything, I think they were really welcome to it. And over time, with every week that passed, they really seemed welcome to it. We've gone through a bunch of different kinds of production methods for Show Me Your News in the past, and we started out just by myself, scripting everything and every single word I had written down in a Word document. We had Samurai Panda, one of our co-hosts, and then we just did random roundtables, barely scripted. We've gone very scripted, we've done video podcasts. As it stands today, we have 4 people on the show, including myself, plus a guest. We go through different formats, all out in an outline. It's very structured from there. And then we go through the editing process. It's a pretty simple editing job. Put it up online, get it through all our sources. We have our website, iTunes, Facebook, Twitter, maybe even some YouTube. You name it, we're connected out there. It's a complicated production, to be fair. I think in hindsight we should have gone independent much sooner. What happened was Smashboards.com, where the idea originally started, where the community grew, where they hosted our files, where they were our home base, and then Major League Gaming does great stuff for the competitive video gamer in us all. But when they came and acquired the Smashboards website, they moved everything on their servers to their own, broke all these ties that we had on iTunes and everything that was linked to our episodes. And we had thousands of fans that just listened through iTunes and not through our Smashboards community. So to lose them and not tell them of the news that occurred was very difficult. So we've kind of had to start from ground zero since then, or square one, whatever metaphor you want to pick. I mean, I kind of have a bit of hostility towards them. Not like, oh, I'm gonna ruin MLG, they ruined my day, but it's just something that you have to learn from. You realize that there are corporate agendas, and even though you want to work with them, you're just a small fish in the big ocean, and even if it feels like what you do is important, it may not be to others. The consistency, I think with Show Me Your News, every week for 35 straight weeks, every month for a little bit, every 2 weeks for the past couple of years at least, that has been keeping people coming back, keeping people involved in the community, and that's what I would recommend most importantly to everyone who is trying to start a show on their own. I think where we have that kind of community with our fans starts on our transparency. I think a lot of other shows may try to keep things under wraps, but we try to be as public as we can and as interactive with the fans. I mean, that's where you build the friendships with these people that last a lifetime, and then when you meet them in real life, it's like there isn't any internet barrier there at all. But when you have a live stream to live stream your website or your episodes, or live stream game run-throughs and all that, that's where they get to see you, not as the host, but as a leader of the community that all of them seem to really enjoy, and that's part of the specialness that is Show Me Your News. This is Peter Spezia, aka Yoko, and I implore you to show me your news!
Show me your news!
And now, coming through your speakers and into your ears, it's the gaming podcast that you all know and love. It's Show Me Your News!